Ollie. I think we should conduct a survey on how many people in the upper school are going to Coachella.
That's a great idea. Do you know how to conduct a survey?
I have no idea, but I'm willing to learn.
Well, how do you think we should conduct it?
Why don't we just ask everyone on campus?
What you're talking about is a census, which could work. But do you really want to ask everyone in the upper school if they're going to Coachella?
Golly, that sounds like a lot of work.
Exactly. Census polls do work, but only when it's easy to survey the entire population. Since our high school is too big to do that, we can just select a simple random sample.
What's a simple random sample?
There are 499 people in the upper school, which is clearly too many to survey one by one. So we should use a simple random sample, which only requires 10% of the population to survey the whole. So we'll have to pull all 10% of those people to get a good sample size, which is around 50 people out of 499. It's not as accurate as the census, but for this population it'll have to do. And in order to select a simple random sample, we must first give all 499 members of the upper school a number from 001 to 499. Then, using either the random number generator on a calculator or a random numbers chart, we can select 10% of this population, which would be approximately 50 people. This simplifies the entire process and gives us a sample. That should represent the entire population fairly accurately. However, with a sample size this small, the margin of error is around 14%, which can be calculated by using the equation p equals 1 over the square root of n. And n is the sample size, which is 50.
Good idea, Ollie.
To do this, we're going to need to define our target population. What do you think it should be?
Well, I guess it should be the upper school.
Bingo!
Coachella this year?
What, you think I can afford to go to Coachella?
Why did you get so mad? Is it what I said?
No, it's how you said. When asking someone a survey question, try to be as objective as possible. Nice haircut.
Thanks.
Don't lead them on to an answer. This will lead to biased results. In this case, you should just say, "Are you going to Coachella?" As simple as that.
Wow, I had no idea. I'm glad I learned something new.
Yeah, now watch me reel this one in. Excuse me, sir. May I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Are you going to Coachella this year?
I am. Thank you for asking so nicely. Are you going?
I am.
I will see you there.
The key is to be as polite as possible and make eye contact.
Are there any other tips you can give me?
Not really. If you follow these steps, you'll be as good as me.
Now that we've conducted a survey, what should we do with all this info?
We organize the information into a list, and from that list, we can determine the percentage of upper schoolers that are and are not going to Coachella this year.
All right, that makes sense.
Based off our survey, 25 out of the 50 people we polled are going to Coachella this year.
So what does that tell us, Your Majesty?
Now let me take you to a whiteboard and really break things down for you.
Okay.
It shows us that 50% of our sample of upper schoolers are attending Coachella. And if we use a 95% confidence rule, we can add and subtract our margin of error, which is 14%, to get 64 and 36%. We are 95% confident that between 36% and 64% of upper schoolers are attending Coachella.
Oh wow, you're right, Ollie. Now it all makes so much more sense.
People's under the stairs. Just to make the brothers under the stairs.